Okay, welcome everyone. It is the weekly recovery coaching call, number 13, and it is July 22nd, 2020. How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Some thumbs up over there. Excellent. All right, wonderful. So as you all know, this is the weekly coaching call where we hold space for one of the members. We allow our intuition to guide us, and then we coach them, ask them open-ended, powerful questions. So who is currently struggling with something that we can coach you with, or has an objective they're looking to accomplish and need some support and a little coaching? Who wants to go ahead? Pete, bring it on.
Hang on. Well, I'm not, can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, we're good.
Okay. These have been some pretty tough times. I've gone through, I'm actually pretty happy at times, but I've always struggled with alcohol. And I've struggled with alcohol since I was 18 years old. I'm 58 now, and I've got a wife. I lost a brother 8 years ago now to alcoholism.
What happened?
Alcoholism. He was living on vodka.
You lost him?
Brother, yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that. 8 years ago.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And my family, I drink 3-2 beer, and he lived on vodka, and my family is concerned about me. They always have been. I very seldom drink anything other than 3-2 beer, but you know, if you drink gallons of it, you drink gallons of it. And I've gone to AA over the years, and okay. I stopped doing it because it just wasn't for me.
Okay.
And though I'm encouraged to go back and go into treatment, I live in Minnesota, where there's this the 12-step capital of the world, and I just I would be willing to try something different. And so I looked up Sober Nation. I stumbled upon it and thought I would just give it a try. And then so today I came home early and decided I would do something else. And so I hung out for your meeting here just to listen to see what you had to say.
Well done, Pete. Well, first of all, welcome. And, you know, you are not alone, my friend. You are not alone. And so is this your first day not drinking?
I drank today.
Okay. So you drank today. All right. And so this is something you want to stop doing. Is that correct?
Well, you know, I was telling Tori in a off discussion here before the meeting that I would love to drink. I do enjoy drinking, and at the same time, it's not helping me anymore. And and I've been torn between that for my whole drinking career. You know, my family is there's a lot of alcohol abuse in my family on my mom's side, and I think on my dad's side too there was, even though they wouldn't admit it. And but I think there must be an easier way. That's the only way I know how to put it. There must be an easier way.
Okay, so let's stop there. Okay, so there must be an easier way. Okay.
I mean, other than drinking.
Okay, that was my next question. Okay, it must be an easier way other than drinking. Okay, so when you say there must be an easier way, other than drinking. What is this thing that we're talking about? There must be an easier way for what?
Just to live,
Okay, to live.
without
Mm-hmm.
without worrying about getting pulled over by the police, or without with doing the stuff I need to do, like regular uh, working on my house, like taxes, or being good to my mom and my wife and my family, being under control,
Okay. I
you
like
know
that. I
and
like that.
they're just I don't know what stopped me from pursuing it. I just don't know anymore.
Okay.
Before, well, I just like drinking. It was fun. It was a blast, and it's been full of heartaches, and we had a lot of fun doing it, at the same time, but it's the older I get, it's I find myself being alone. It's what I find myself being, and I'm a pretty social person,
Okay.
and some of my best friends are all sober.
Okay. So in here on the coaching calls, I'm not going to come at you from a 12-step approach. It's not the way I come from. So here's what this is where I try to identify, and this is the place that I come from. Usually, there is some sort of trauma. There's some sort of an event. There's some sort of root cause issue that has me caught in a cycle, the cycle of drinking. And that's why, I asked you, is this something you want to do? You want to stop drinking? You're like, well, God, if I could figure out how to do this. No, actually, I'd like to keep drinking, but it's fucking up my life. So yeah, I mean, I kind of. And so when I say this to you, Pete, like if I were to say, is this a statement that you would agree with? I want to be sober.
Part of me does.
Okay, great. So how about this one? I want to keep drinking.
Part of me does.
Okay, so we're in a conflict, right? We have an internal conflict, and alcohol's not good for you, and it's bringing consequences into your life. It took your brother's life 8 years ago, right? So I have to wonder, what is the feeling? What is it that I'm trying to feel?
I'm kind of losing that now. I don't know anymore. I don't exactly know anymore.
I don't know anymore. Okay. So here's what's happened. Something that used to work for you is starting to not work for you so good. That's sounding
Correct.
about right?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
So if we can get an understanding of what it is that it was doing before and why, what was it that I needed to either numb, soothe, or escape from? Do you remember?
It's been so long. Uh, um, by the way, I really enjoy this group.
Oh, great.
But
Awesome.
but I don't remember anymore. It's been so long. I don't remember anymore.
So let's talk. How much time have you been able to put together sober consecutively?
I did it a year and a quarter, and that's been many, many years ago. And I haven't been able to put a day together otherwise in the last few years.
Okay. So when you went back to drinking after that 1 year, what was it that brought you back to drinking?
Well, I lost a job.
Mm-hmm.
I got laid off, or a number of us did. I lost a job, and uh, that's been 1999.
Okay, so that was quite a while ago.
Yeah. Yes.
You've been drinking ever since?
Well, yeah, but not like now. Yeah, and I I thought this would all go away. You know, I thought that if I drank, just 3-2 beer, and I don't know when that transition took place, but I thought if I drank 3-2 beer, then I would eventually just get over it. You know, and that's 3-2 beer affects me more than at 58 probably than regular beer did back then. It's I really never have drank liquor, but I just if you one of the guys at work says, well, the only reason you drink 3-2 beer is because you can drink 10 times more of it, you know, and justify not being an alcoholic.
So here's what we need, Pete. Here's what we need. So for us to be able, or at least for me to be able to coach you effectively, I've got to have you in a place where you're completely sober.
Okay.
Because right now, I can't get to a root cause issue because you don't remember. So for me, it's not about villainizing the alcohol. For me, there's a reason for it. And it's understanding why it is currently an important role in your life. And so what I want to understand is, and usually what happens is this: after you've had a few days of continuous sobriety, the emotions start to work you over. You start to feel again, and those emotions start to provoke thoughts, or vice versa. It could be one of the two.
Is it the chicken or the egg? Because my marriage right now is not doing well. We live in a really nice house. It's a shithole, and on the inside, on the outside, everything's beautiful. Okay. On the inside, it's a shithole.
Okay.
And so I thought to myself, well, okay, sober up and everything on the inside will clean up. And I thought, or clean everything up and I'll sober up.
Well, the thing is, before we can figure out what comes first, the thought or the emotion, we have to come from that place of sobriety.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm trying to understand where it is, like what happened. So I lost my job, but this was in 99. And so, I mean, we're talking a lot of years and a lot of consequences. And there's something in there that only when you're sober am I going to be able to tap into that. Okay. Because right now it's very well guarded and shielded. So there's that protective coating. So here's what I'm thinking. How about you come back next Wednesday on this call, right? Stick with us here now. But get at least 2 days, or at least get the whole week.
Okay.
Right? There's tons of meetings in here that you can show up to and share, and we can support you. But I'd love to get a crack at you when you're sober, brother.
Well, I don't want to sit here and come on here and whine while I'm drunk. So I would rather give it a shot.
Good. At least 48 hours. I think, ideally from today on, right? Because here's what's going to happen. Every day that goes by, emotions are going to come up, feelings, thoughts. And if you can start to write some of those down, you can bring those on Wednesday and we can start working through those. Because I guarantee you there's things in there that as soon as they start to come up, I immediately reach for the alcohol. And I want to know what those things are.
Okay.
Fair enough?
I'll give it a shot.
All right, Pete. Thank you, brother. And thank you for being vulnerable. I'm so glad you're here. Please make lots of meetings.
Yeah, thank you. I'll give it a shot.
All right, brother. Well done.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So real quick, would anyone like to say anything to Pete? Give him a little support, a little love, a little encouragement. Go ahead, Tori.
Hey, Pete, it's Tori. I know we talked a little bit on Sobriety Engine, but first of all, I'm so glad that you're here and you showed up, and just encourage, and we're the first one to speak. I mean, that says something right there, that you just showed up and are willing to do something about what's going on. So, you know, it says a lot, and I just encourage you to keep coming back, and I look forward to seeing you again.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Anybody else? Paulie, jump in.
Hey, Pete, thanks for being here and stopping by and being honest and open with us. I mean, that's huge. That's huge. A lot of people are unable to do that. So I really appreciate that. I just want to encourage you, you know, if you need some help, you can reach out. If you're a member of Sobriety Engine, you can find me. I'm Paulie. Otherwise, we also have the meetings, like was said, at night. If you want to come to the Friday morning peer support meeting, I'd share that meeting. I would love for you to come share some time with us. And I just encourage you to just maybe, I'm not sure how much you drink I know you drink into 3-2 beer. Could I just ask you how many you do each day?
12.
12?
Yes.
What would you think of the idea of maybe just doing 8 for the next day or two?
Well, I've been thinking about that. In fact, I started thinking about that today.
You know, because
So,
I'd be willing, man, to give you my number. You know, we could text or we could, you know, email, and maybe I'd check in with you tomorrow and support you in doing 8. And we could start there. Start simple. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You know, it could just be a simple thing. Because I hear you, man. I was the same thing. I love drinking. I did not quit drinking because I didn't like the taste, man. I quit drinking because I didn't like the consequences. I didn't want to lose. My family was going to leave me. I was going to, you know, all kinds of consequences. So I completely understand where you're at. It's a predicament. It's a conundrum. I love what it's doing, but I don't like what it's doing to me. You know, so if there any way that I could help, and I'm sure other people on this platform will be willing to reach out and help you, maybe shoot for 8.
okay.
So, and
So
also something real quick, Paulie, don't go anywhere. But I just, as you were saying that, something came to mind, which is the DTs. So I don't know how long you've been drinking. If you've been drinking for this long, you might want to check out and see if you can get into a detox to wean you off effectively, just to be safe. You know, I hate to tell you to come off alcohol for 7 days and then something happens to you. You know what I mean? I'm not a physician, right? So I would definitely want you to taper off with care.
Well, I think about that a lot, and if even 10 is better than 12.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Like
yes,
if you,
baby.
it's just like meds. You know, if I'm taking 12 and then the next day I do 10 and then the next day I do 8. Right. If you start, my only thought was, oof, if for whatever reason he decides to go cold turkey, that could provoke the DTs. So I don't want that either.
No, I understand that. I'm aware of that.
So do you know how to use the chat section?
Yeah.
If you hit participants and then you got the chat on the bottom, I'm gonna shoot you my number. All right, to the chat. And just feel free after we're all done. If you want to text me, call me, whatever. All right.
All right.
I live in the next state over in Wisconsin, but I'll be
Oh,
glad.
do you really?
Don't hold it against me. All right.
Well, I was just kind of curious. Is that like a Harley Davidson shirt you got on?
Yes, it is.
Oh, geez. I ride a Honda.
Hey, that's okay. If you don't hold Wisconsin against me, I won't hold Honda against you. All right. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for your honesty and being real. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thanks, Paulie. Good stuff. More than anything, what we need in our sobriety is laughter. We need to believe that life can be fun, that life can be enjoyable. That's what we need. And coming into these meetings gives us an opportunity to laugh. And that heals mountains. So, all right. So we're good. So Pete, we'll check back with you on Wednesday.
Thank you very much.
You got it, brother. You got it. All right. So who else is currently struggling with something or has an objective they want to accomplish, and maybe they're stuck, how can we coach you and support you and guide you? Don't be shy. Who hasn't gone yet? There's a few faces here that haven't gone yet. Somebody's gonna have to give me a softball. Give me something. My goodness. Oh, there. Great. All right. We got Missy Krabby.
Crabby at times. Crabby a lot. I'm Missy. I'm actually brought a friend with me here today he's got a few life challenges here, and I encouraged him to join me on your meeting if you don't mind. His
Of course
name
not.
is Adam, and I'm going to come.
Hey, Adam.
You can turn and talk to him.
Welcome.
So he would like to speak to you.
Bring it.
Okay, so about 2016, I'm not sure if you heard about the shooting at Pulse Orlando, the nightclub.
I didn't. When was this?
June 12th, 2016.
Oh, 2016. Way back. Okay. Remind me again. What was this?
The nightclub shooting, Pulse Orlando.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Thought it was recent. I go, wow, did this just happen?
So,
and I'm sorry, Adam or Austin?
Adam.
Adam. Great. Okay, I got you. Go ahead, Adam.
So I'm a flight attendant, and I was actually, when it happened, I was away on a trip in San Jose, California. I got a call from my now ex-husband saying that I need to come home. I was like, okay, why? Like, what's going on? He's like, Anthony was killed, and Anthony was his cousin, and I lost it. I lost it in the hotel room, right there in the hotel room. I had to be downstairs for the shuttle to go to the airport, and I had just gotten out of the shower. I was still in a towel, and I had no time. And I got to the airport, started throwing up, and ever since then, I haven't been the same. I've never been the same. Like, I can't do layovers. I get nervous, like in social situations. I don't know. It's been really hard to deal with, and I don't know. It's just hard, I guess.
So this happened. So we're talking 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And what have you sought out any sort of counseling, therapy, groups?
Yeah. I've been talking to a counselor for PTSD from it, and it's I love her. She's a great counselor and everything like that. But it comes in spurts. Like, 1 minute I'm okay, and then in the next minute I completely lose it. And it's hard. My parents, I can't talk to them because they're not okay with that whole situation.
What's that whole situation?
You can
Me being gay.
Okay. All right. Over here in this group, it is okay to be gay. It's okay to be whatever it is that you are. Okay. So don't hold back.
Yeah. So it's like, I can't ever go to them for situations like that. And, so it was really, I mean, I did have to, I got so bad, my Southwest, I fly for Southwest. Southwest called them and said, you need to come down. Your son is not okay. Like, I wasn't showing up for work. I was wasn't eating, wasn't
Drinking.
sleeping. I was drinking heavily.
Mm-hmm.
I showed up to work drunk, which how I didn't get, well, she helped me not get fired because I should have been.
Been there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, yeah, so it's just.
Tell me what the PTSD therapy, what conclusions or what surfaced in your sessions?
I mean, we just kind of, she kind of went through that I need to take things like moment by moment. Like I need to be in the here and now and, be present because I keep reliving the past. I keep going back to getting the phone call. I keep going back to where I was. Like I can't fly out to San Jose. I will not fly out to San Jose. I'll never do that again.
You're constantly going back to Pulse. Pulse was a nightclub here, and it was a massacre that killed 49 people. It was a gay nightclub, and it was a hate crime that killed 49 people. And it was a very popular club here in Orlando, and it affected the entire city, but especially a lot of us in the community and close friends of ours. And he's had a lot of trouble getting over it. The shakes, panic attacks, anxiety attacks, complete meltdowns, breakdowns, and
like I've
in my opinion, I feel as a friend, he blames himself, like he should have been there. He should have been in that club. It should have been him. And
or I could have gotten him out.
I would like to see him talk more about it and to help overcome this.
And you are not wrong, because this is not about getting over it. This is about processing it. And Adam, you have not processed this yet. So for 4 years, you have not had what you needed for this. Okay. And so I'm going to say I'm going to start a branch statement for you. I'm going to start with a couple of words, and then I want you to just continue. So, and then you tell me if I'm right or wrong. So I'm going to start with I need, and then you finish it. But here's what I feel. I need support.
Yes.
I need help.
Yeah.
I need
I need to be able to not, I guess, move on from it. And yeah, move on from it.
What else do you need?
I want to be able to, talk about it without like crying, I guess.
Okay. So I'm going to start another one. Okay. I'm angry because
I didn't get him out. I couldn't get home in time to be with the family. Like when Carlos was calling, he was screaming in the phone in Spanish, but you need to come home. You need to come home. And I had no way to get there. I'm in the opposite side of the country, and it took me 2 days to get back. A day and a half.
I'm angry because
I was gone.
So
I took my badge off, my work badge, and I threw it at my supervisor.
So I'm mad at myself. See, if we and we're going to start from here, because this is where you can take ownership of this. See, when I am the problem, I am also the solution. And right now, what's unresolved is this idea that somehow, some way, if I was there, I could have made a difference.
Mhm.
Is there any way to know for sure that if you would have been there, you would have been able to make a difference?
No, I mean, I just replayed in my head, like, I know the club really well. I was there. I was there because we would go, like, he was Latino. We went every Latin night. And so I know the club like the back of my hand. And furthermore, we as flight attendants are trained to get people out quickly. And I keep feeling like, if I was there, I could have gotten him out, if not more people, but especially him.
So I'm going to push a little bit, Adam. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to push a little bit, because you know this, and everyone on this call knows this, and even your friend sitting here next to you knows it. There's no way to know that you would have survived yourself if you would have been in there. There's no way to know that. You can't tell me with 100% certainty that you would not have been one of the casualties. You can't tell me with 100% certainty that you could have helped him, even if you were there. Even if you would have gotten out, there's no way to know for sure. So there's something more. It's something deeper. If you were to guess, what could it be? What am I unwilling to let go of?
The guilt.
There we go. There we go. The guilt. See, here's truth. Here is truth. I feel guilty, and it's killing me. Dig into that. Let it all out. Let it out. This is the truth. I feel guilty. I know that if I was there, I might have been able to sell them, but I don't know that for sure. I don't know that for sure, but I can't stop feeling guilty. And so what you haven't been able to do is forgive yourself.
Yeah.
That sound about right?
Mm-hmm.
This is about guilt. This is about not being there, letting him down. Letting him down. When I say letting him down, does that bring anything up for you?
Yeah. I completely feel like I let him down.
Who's let you down, Adam?
I don't know.
I could think of two people. Who let you down?
Well, sometimes I feel like my parents did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How about I can't go to my parents and talk to them about this because they don't accept me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's things, Adam, that need to heal in your life, brother. There are things, and this is the easiest thing for you to focus on.
Well,
is
my
to
mom just said a couple days ago that she wishes that she could beat the gay out of me.
Yeah, and that took you a while to come up with that. To when I say who let you down, and you sat there and ruminated, because the guilt of saying my parents is overwhelming.
Mhm.
Brother, we need to work through this guilt. We need to work through this guilt, and you need to love yourself, Adam. You need to love yourself, and you need to embrace who God made and why you are here on this earth. You were spared for a reason, and it wasn't so that you could beat yourself up and feel guilty.
Mhm.
There are right now, because of the coronavirus, there are people that feel guilty because they're not suffering like other people. Like there's other people that are actually hurting and in pain and suffering and feeling guilty because they're not suffering the way other people are. And instead could be championing for other people, to show them that no matter what happens in your life, no matter what the adversity is, no matter what people think about you or say about you, I stand up for being me.
Mhm.
I was born this way, and I am proud of who I am.
Mhm.
And that's what you're angry about, Adam. You're not angry because you couldn't be there for him. You're not feeling guilty because you couldn't be there to save them. You're angry because your parents didn't approve of who you are. And there's nothing that we need more in this world than to know that our parents approve of us.
Mhm.
Now, you've been probably working your ass off your whole life in hopes that one day you'll get that phone call that says, son, I'm so proud of you, and I accept you just the way you are.
Mhm. I just have to accept that it's never going to happen with them.
So I focus on what I can focus on. I want to beat the gay out of you. And what are you doing? You're beating yourself up for something that you had no control over. You're doing the same thing to yourself that they're doing to you. There is a part of you, Adam, that needs you to ask for forgiveness. There's a part of you that you left behind, that you abandoned, that needs so much love, that needs so much acknowledgement for being the brave man that you are. And that's the work that needs to be done. Tell me if you agree or disagree.
No, I agree.
That was a lot. That was a lot. I will honor that. Tell me where this is landing for you.
I think I have a lot to work on, like internally. And I think I also need to accept that my parents are never going to accept me and forgive them, which is going to be hard because it's hard to.
It is your salvation, brother. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. They do not have the knowledge.
She always throws the Bible at me, and it says in her Bible, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what it says. Apparently it says something.
Apparently it says a bunch of apparently it says a bunch of shit that's not genuine and authentic. She's not speaking from her heart. She's speaking from programming from a book that she has misquoted and misrepresented.
It does say not to judge.
Yeah. Yeah. It says a
And
lot
to
of things in
love
there.
one another.
They go in there and they pick and choose whatever it is they feel is important to them. And I want you to pick and choose what's
She
important to you,
only
Adam.
chooses to live by that, whatever words are the sentences in the Bible. What's it called? Verse in the Bible. And it's the only one that she just throws at me.
I want you to imagine, how old were you when you realized you were gay?
What was that? Abercrombie. So what was that? 18? 18.
18. When did your parents find out?
Well, I did not get to tell them. My ex, I had broken up with some guy, and he called them and told them. So that was probably, let's see, probably when I was like 20.
Okay.
It was before Airtran.
Okay.
And then you tried to tell them, and then
What
they
did
put
you,
drugs on.
what did it feel like when you discovered that you were gay?
I was scared.
Scared.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
And when my parents found out, my dad told me to pack all my shit in my car. Oh, sorry, I don't know if we can swear.
Hell yeah.
Pack all my shit in the car and get out.
Right.
So I went to my best friend's, not her. I didn't know her at the time, but I lived in Wisconsin, so I went to my best friend's up in Wisconsin's house.
Okay. So I want you to close your eyes for a moment. And I want you to go back to that 18-year-old version of yourself. And I want you to imagine that you're in the bathroom and you're looking in the mirror. And you're coming to the realization that this is who I am. This is who I really am. And as you look in the mirror, what is the expression on your face?
Panic.
Panic. What else?
I probably would start crying. I think I did start crying.
Okay. So don't leave there. Stay right there. Okay. And I want you to now imagine the Adam of today is standing 3, maybe 4 feet away from 18-year-old Adam. And I want you to just watch him. Tell me what you see.
See all the stuff that I went through because of it. I see, I have support system outside, not including my parents, like with my friends and even my work.
As you continue to look at 18-year-old Adam, what else do you see? Just keep looking at him as he doesn't even see you're there. How does he look?
Looks scared.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you want to do? This version of you right now, what do you want to do?
Comfort him and tell him it's okay. It's going to be okay.
Why don't you just walk over to him, put your arm around him? What are you going to tell him?
We're going to get through this.
Yeah. What else?
We're going to make it.
Yeah.
And we've got good support.
Mm. What else?
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Mm,
What else?
mm, Love yourself.
There you go. How about I love you?
Mhm.
Tell them that.
I love you.
There you go. Say, please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
I abandoned you, and I will never do it again.
I abandoned you and I'll never do it again.
I will fight for you, and I will stand up for you.
I'll fight for you and I'll stand up for you.
I love you unconditionally.
And I love you unconditionally.
What do you need from me?
What do you need from me?
What's he saying?
Support.
There you go. There you go. What else does he need?
The love.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Come back, Adam. Come back. You are the champion for men going through exactly what you have been through. That is what you are here to do. Stand up, be seen, not be afraid. There are people out there, there are men just like you that need to know that it's going to be okay. If life does not happen to us, if life happens for us, then what has this life's journey been for, Adam?
It's for us. Us
What was
to
that?
be together and be just love. Love
Yeah.
unconditionally. And
Yeah.
that's the other thing is like my parents say, oh, we love you unconditionally. No, you don't.
No, you don't. They have no idea what unconditional love looks like.
I
None.
have conditions.
That's like me saying, I understand what monthly cycles are like. You know? It's like me saying, I understand what menopause feels like. I don't have a goddamn clue. And neither do they, because they do not have unconditional love for themselves. That's where you can come in with the forgiveness, Adam, because when you forgive yourself and you love yourself and you're able to stand up for yourself no matter what, then you can look and go, they're in pain. They're in pain. And I can't help them, but I can forgive them and I can love them from a distance. I can protect myself and I can set boundaries. But I have a wonderful support network. I have people that love and care for me, that are there for me. And in turn, I will be there for them.
Yeah. I'm always there for my friends. I mean, she knows that. And you know, even like when people, you know, take advantage of me, like I'm still like that's just the kind of person I am. I'm always there for someone. I have unconditional love for people, you know, unlike my parents.
So it looks like that's what
I
life.
I don't want people to feel like what I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing.
Mm-hmm. So that's what life happened for you for. You know unconditional love. You know what it's like to not have it, to want it, to be afraid, but to also know that this is what's needed, so you give it to others. Where's the guilt now?
Guilt's
Where is it?
with my parents, and you know, not allowing them to control myself, who I am, and my thought process, how I feel inside.
Are you ready to let it go?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with all this information, Adam?
I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on. I think that's something that I need to bring up with my counselor, and you know, and work on setting boundaries with my parents.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the biggest thing is boundaries, because I let them control my life way too much for someone that's 33 years old.
When do you think it'll be time for you to emancipate yourself from your parents?
Probably now.
Probably now. Now sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and co-sign that. There you go. And laugh, brother. Laugh. Life is good.
I need my dad to pay for an attorney, though. I need an attorney right now. And then we can after that.
All right. This is what I like to see. This is what I like to see. Take a deep breath. Deep breath. Take in all that love. This whole room is just pouring and sending you love. Take it all in. Put your right hand on your heart, left hand on your stomach. I am loved and I am safe.
Loved and I am safe.
I am loved and I am safe.
Loved and I am safe.
I am loved and I am safe.
Loved and I am safe.
That is your mantra. That is your mantra.
Yay.
Well done, brother.
Thank you. Sorry I took up too much time.
No. Are you kidding me? This is just what we needed. Okay, guys, just unmute yourselves, or one at a time, actually. Let's give Adam some love. Go ahead,
you,
Sheila.
Adam. You're awesome. I'm proud of you.
Very good. Love you.
Thank you.
All right. We are right at the top of the hour. Is there
Adam,
anyone?
this is huge, and I'm proud of you, buddy.
There you go.
Thank you.
There you go.
Good job.
Come on, Adam, you got a job to do now, man.
He did a lot of stuff in the chat.
Yeah, there is a lot of stuff in the chat, isn't there?
Yeah, I was going to
read
it. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, Adam, you are so loved and courageous. Adam, be here for yourself too. You're going to help so many. Adam, you're an amazing person. Keep your head up. You're going to do so much good. I hate how bigots hide behind the foe. I'm not pronouncing that right. The ideas of Christian representation. It's not a wonder why true people in religion are bastardized. Okay, this could be a little heavy. when you have people who come off
Yeah.
with this stupid, this levy. You're an amazing person, Adam. My rabbits are making cute bunny noises for everyone. That's fantastic. And it's true. Even though that was a little heavy, I will say that I agree. And it's just that's for so long, we have not made a concerted effort to spread love into the world. Something has happened and we've lost connection with humanity and with the collective consciousness of the world. We are one. We are one. And the coronavirus is making it very, very clear that we are all one and we are all in the same boat and we all are here to support and love each other. And if you're not, you're missing the boat. You are missing the boat. And I'll tell you this much. I'll close with this, Adam. I was having lunch with my 79-year-old mother and my 14-year-old daughter. And we're having lunch and my mother goes, "Can you believe the new president's about to get elected here?" And I go, "Yeah, Mom. Yeah, that's great." She goes, "No, it's not great. He supports gay marriages." And I went, "Mom, my 14-year-old daughter is sitting at the table. Would you mind not filling her full of your propaganda?"
Oh my God.
And so my 14-year-old daughter looks at my mother and says, "Grandma, didn't God make all the people in the world?" She goes, "Yeah." "Well, then if that's true, then he also made gay people, right?" And I looked at my mother and I looked at my daughter. My mother tried to defend herself. And I said, "Mom, I raised her right. I raised her right. She's 100% correct. God made everyone. We are all the same." And that's when I set my really hard boundaries on my mother, just so you know. And she doesn't spend a lot of time with my daughter now because I can't have her filling her head full of garbage. But fortunately for me, my daughter, who is now 17 years old, is one of the most incredible, open-minded, welcoming, just unconditionally loving people in the world. And I had something to do with that. So today, guess what we have the opportunity to do? We all have an opportunity to break that chain, that dysfunctional chain that has so many people wrapped up in the programming that was installed. You can refuse it anytime you want. It is not truth. The only truth is what we just discovered today: unconditional love. That's the only truth. That is the only truth. That's what we are here to do, is to rediscover ourselves through unconditional love. So again, Adam, proud of you, brother. Thank you for trusting in me and trusting in this group.
Thank you, guys.
I
Appreciate
love you,
it.
brother.
Love you too.
Guys, incredible call. Wow. Missy, thank you.
Thank you
for
for
bringing
having
Adam.
us. Thank you.
you.
All right, guys, we'll see you next Wednesday. Love you all.